Thank you guys for being here. Carol freaking calls. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. And I missed one yesterday from you, and I am so sorry. I really hate that. I appreciate that so much. I really do. I don't even like missing because I talked to Amanda afterwards, and I told her, I'm so sorry. She's like, "That's okay. You were doing, you were into what you were showing," and I'm like, "No, I can do better," because I don't even like missing comments from you guys, and I know when we're looking at stuff, I'll miss a lot of them, but especially something like that. But all right. Hey, Mama Shell Bell. Hey, Mr. O. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Creighton Butterfly. Hey, Pointer Lover. Shortcake. Punksy. Hey, Melinda. Hey, Tiff. Christy Lee Dolls. Nadie. Hey, Jen. Amber. Princess Megan. Elsa. Music City Mom. Crime Story Diva. Thank you guys for being here. Hey, Deb. If I didn't see you. Mama Chase. Oh, it's Sherry. What are you guys up to? Hey, Shih Tzu Mom. You guys are too good to me. Thank you again, Carol Claus. Um, okay, so we have some things to talk about, but first I want to show you guys something. So, a subscriber, Baseball Mom, has a really cool small business that she has, and she sent me one of her books. So she sells memory books, like sports memory books, kind of like scrapbooks, but they're already done, and you just kind of add the pictures or I want to show you guys because it is so awesome. Trenton loves football. Football's about to start. And, she didn't send it to me to show you guys. She actually told me I don't need to show it. It was just like a kind gesture. But I thought, no, I want you guys to see this. So, hello. Um, okay, so it's my football memories. I love this. I'm so excited. Um, It's My Sports Memory Books, mysportsmemorybooks.com. And there's different ones: soccer, basketball, martial arts, cheer, football, baseball, tennis, volleyball. But, anyways, like each page, has different things. My teammates, my coach. I love this one. It's no. It says, "Not everybody can be a football star. Somebody has to sit on the sidelines and scream my name." Anyways, thank you, Baseball Mom. That was so sweet. I'm really happy to have it because I honestly probably wouldn't have taken the time to put together a scrapbook like this. And yeah, it's just really nice to have. And time flies, man. Trenton starts high school this year. I cannot believe it. It's crazy. So, anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that. My sports, let's just get it right for sure. My Sports Memory Books.com. And I also linked it on the community tab. I know, Christy Lee Dolls. It was Tiff. You really should. Bentley doesn't really do any sports yet, but if he did, I would get one for him too. Hey, Shay Benet. Hey, Candace. Hey, Cray Cray. That was very nice. Hey, Jane Doe of Baseball Mom. Hey, TF. Okay. Preschool Granny. Hey, Hot Mess. Mrs. O. Thank you guys for being here. So we're going to talk about a few different cases tonight. We're going to talk about some that we all know, some that we don't know. Hey, Jeff. So yeah, football mom for 10 years now. Wow. Football is so fun. Like, I love being a football mom. There's something about those nights, I don't know, the football games that just I love. So, hey, Gina. Hey, Eddie. Okay, we're going to talk about a few cases, like I said. Let me go ahead and pull up the screen share. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Ethan Chapin's mom's interview. People have been talking about it for a few days, but I didn't watch it until this morning. And then I also want to talk about, like I said, some other cases. I got something on Lori Vallow. She is about to have a hearing. Here it is. A hearing is scheduled in the Lori Vallow Daybell case for Thursday, June 15th, to discuss the motion her legal team filed for a new trial. It begins at 9:30 a.m. We will submit a camera request to see if Judge Boyce will allow live streaming. So it's really interesting. The juror that came out and spoke, she actually used his comment, her lawyers did, in their motion for this hearing. And then he came out and spoke again. And, I don't think he was very happy about that. But I'm frozen. Here, let me stop my camera. My daughter is going into her senior year next fall, and it's freaking me out. I know, sweet and sleuthy. It's freaking scary. Oh, thank you, Shay Benet. That's so sweet. So there's the book right there. I need to put it in the Nightbot. Thank you, Princess Megan Elsa. Girl, I've been outside in the watching the kids swim, but it's hot. Hey, Jenny. Not frozen on my end. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of interesting. Lori Vallow trying to get a new trial. I mean, they did not even put it's like a slap in the face when you don't even try to present a defense, yet then you go out and do this. It's like, really, Lori? Really? I'm sorry. Just annoying. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. I like you guys to see me too when we're just like, if I'm about to show a video, so I'm gonna turn it off. But sometimes when I'm watching people, I feel like I like podcasts. Like I do like hanging out with people that you don't see and kind of just putting it on and doing what you got to do. But also I enjoy seeing people, it makes you, I don't know, you connect differently. Taco Tuesday is happening here too, Amber. They're all up there eating with my parents. While I was doing this. She doesn't deserve a new trial. So how many of you guys have watched the interview with Ethan's mom about her book? She shows her tattoo. They talk about the upcoming trial. I'm curious about that. Let me show. I've got it pulled up, so if we want to, we can go check it out. But Jennifer Coffindaffer had shared about it and said, as Ethan Chapin's mother tells it, so the boy the boy who wore blue. Ethan was a triplet, and his mom put them all in different colors to be able to tell them apart. So he was the one who wore blue. She also got, oh my God, the tattoo. It was from a card that he wrote to her, and she got that on her arm. The Chapins will not attend the trial. They will let prosecutors and the system do their job as she does hers, seeing to her family's welfare. There's a lot of talk about it. I'm curious what you guys think. I watched it a couple times. Well, let's pull it up and watch it together for a minute. And hey, Jen, you saw it. Turkey tacos. I really am curious what you guys think about it. Like for me, I'll just go ahead and tell you personally, I don't think that I can gauge how a mother would grieve in a situation like this. And although I feel like I would be at the trial and I would need every single detail before I could even move on, I could see how when you listen to her and she describes why she doesn't want to do that. Sorry, my shoes keep sliding on this. She says, well, I could use that energy for something else. And I could understand that. I mean, you got two other kids who she says in her interview, they didn't deserve this, and they didn't. None of them did. So you got to kind of balance out grieving for your one child while you help the other two grieve triplets, which is, grieving for a brother or sister or a child would be hard no matter what. But just, with triplets, twins, it would be horrific. Cray, I would act a fool at trial. Punksy, I'm a serious metalhead. No way, Corey. I wouldn't have guessed that. She seems strong and focused. She does. Okay, so I'm going to turn my camera off for a moment so we can watch this together. Because it just, the internet is so awful here. But let's see. I'm glad I actually took the time to watch this. Because, I never watched Olivia's documentary. There's something about digging into a case like all day, because at that time I was heavily covering it and we were doing those daily shows in the morning, going through all the updates, all the social media stuff all at one time. And there's some, like, by the end of the day, you feel like you already know what there is to know, but I should have, that's dumb of me. I should have watched it.
But you can get 50% off all menu price Domino's pizzas when you order online right now. Right now?
Domino's. I used to love Domino's when I was little. They're square pizzas, but not no more. The thin crust.
Says the families of the four University of Idaho students who were killed last fall cope with this unimaginable grief. They are also finding touching ways to remember and honor their loved ones. In a moment, we're going to talk to Chapin's mom, Stacy, but just a closer look at this and their tribute.
The boy who wore blue.
More than 6 months have passed since the murders at King Road.
It's so crazy to see this old footage, like I don't know. It's just, you kind of forget some of the things that we saw. Hey, Rich. I saw you guys are going live tonight, Shabana, you and Melissa at 8. That's why I made this one at 6:30 so I could come watch you guys. But like the craziness and the chaos from all the rumors in this case. Like I don't understand how people can I understand how people can go down rabbit holes and get into conspiracies and stuff like that when there is some sort of evidence that points in that direction. But I mean, people are falling down rabbit holes left and right, and there is no evidence in that direction. They're just willy-nilly going down them, and it's not good.
Road when Ethan Chapin, his girlfriend Xana Kernodle, and best friends Madison Mogan and Kaylee Gonsalves were found stabbed to death in this house near the University of Idaho campus. A tense manhunt and weeks of painful waiting for the victims' families followed before police arrested their suspect in late December. Brian Koberger was pursuing his PhD in criminal justice at Washington State University.
All right, we're going to go ahead and just skip to Mom's part. Well, I'll go right here because this is about Ethan's family.
And close their memories of a beloved son and brother.
He loved everybody and everybody loved him. Everybody wanted to be around him.
Ethan's parents, Stacy and Jim Chapin, are honoring him through a foundation.
Now remember, Tulip Valley is where Ethan worked growing up, and his siblings work there now, and they actually are selling like a bulb mix for you to plant at home of this mixture of bulbs for Ethan, and that is this right here on the screen, Ethan Smile.
Foundation named Ethan Smile. It gives scholarships to local students to attend the University of Idaho.
Joanne.
That kid has touched more lives. We say in our family, if we touch as many lives as he did in his 20 years, this world would be a better place.
Ethan was a triplet. His 2 siblings still attend the university. This May, graduation ceremonies were bittersweet as the school awarded Ethan a posthumous certificate. And now, Stacy Chapin has written a children's book about Ethan called The Boy Who Wore Blue.
I want to read that.
Will also go to the foundation, Ethan Smile.
Okay, so now we're getting into her thoughts, and this was so interesting. So
Stacy Chapin joins us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's hard to watch those images of your beloved boy. How are you doing?
It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's good though.
Hey, Melissa Jade.
All things considered, we're doing very well.
Yeah. He was a triplet. He has a brother and sister. How are they doing?
Jim and I couldn't be more proud of them, to be honest with you. They went back to school. They finished successfully this semester. And now they're back at work in a place that they love. And we've called summer home for a long time.
Look how beautiful, you guys. Look at all those tulips. I love tulips. I've actually, Punksy, remember the red tulips? Also, I grabbed this tweet. I thought it was interesting for this part of the conversation because, like I said, we're going to talk about a few other cases too, probably some you haven't heard of. But JLR tweeted this: Gonsalves family and Chapin family are not on the same page. Gonsalves family tried their best to work with them, but Chapin family wants none of it. Chapin family distancing themselves from the other victims' families. Sad. Brian Koberger case. And look, he just might be making an observation of his personal opinion, but it does seem like they're not united in a way. I'm curious what you guys think about that.
So they're in a safe, great environment, and they're doing amazing. I'm so proud of them. It's amazing.
I think people are about to find out what an extraordinary family you have, Stacy, and what an extraordinary boy Ethan was. You've written this book. It's called The Boy Who Wore Blue. Tell me about writing it and what made you decide to write this story?
It started with my best friend sent me a news release that was that an author had been given the rights to the story to tell.
Now, this is interesting because, look, we're getting... Y'all know that's my favorite word. I can't help it. It just comes out of my mouth like that. But we are getting, the viewpoint of a parent about some of the people that do choose to write books on cases. And I'm sure they don't all feel the same. Some parents are probably thrilled that people are bringing attention to the case, but her opinion was quite interesting. And I do wonder if I would feel that way too. But listen, let me just let her tell you.
These kids, and I, as a mom, you're like, well, how does somebody write a story about people that they don't know, right, about my kid? Yeah, I'm the one who's raised him, Jim and I, and it just sparked something in me. And the only thing I can explain to people how the book came about is I think it's like a country artist who goes through a breakup and writes their greatest hit. It literally just came.
Oh my God. I'm sure, I think you can just tell from her energy that Ethan was like an incredible kid. And Jen, so I don't think that they need to handle it the same. I agree with you. They're going to handle it differently, and that's okay. However, when it comes to like the death penalty, that's up to the families. So it would be beneficial to the case if they were kind of on the same page. You know what I mean? That's all. I don't expect them all to handle it the same way. I think we're kind of seeing we're all different, right? And if you've never been in this situation, number one, you just don't know. But we're kind of seeing these different personalities going through the same process in different ways. Like Steve versus Ethan's mom, it's very different. Hey, Deb. Ooh, Melissa, thank you for getting that.
Came to me in the middle of the night.
It's Ethan's song.
It's everything. Yeah, it's the best I can do for him.
I love The Boy Who Wore Blue. You had triplets, and you learn in the book that when they were little, they used to each wear a color.
They did.
And that's how you told them apart when they were babies. And he was the one who wore blue.
He was the blue.
He was a very special young man. Everybody says it. Tell me about him.
Yeah.
I don't think you're a big
Well,
bad
I mean,
spy.
you can see through the videos and stuff that he was just goofy and playful and fun.
He was
Just
that way
from
from the
watching.
very beginning, to be honest. He was born happy. He was just magnanimous, kind of. I don't know really how to explain it. What we find more interesting is how many lives he touched that we didn't even know existed. It's incredible. I mean, I tell people if I touch as many lives in my lifetime as he did in 20 years, he just warmed every room. He had a wonderful smile.
You hearing those stories?
Okay. So yeah, Tiff says that he's not going to get the death penalty because the families are very divided about it, in my opinion. That's why I pointed out that they're not, united on a united front, because what will happen? I mean, will that be what happens, or they just don't go for it? If we know that Steve Gonsalves is pushing for the death penalty, we know Xana's mom immediately came out and said, I don't agree with it. And Ethan's mom is going to tell you her thoughts on being there and being part of the case. And I don't know that she would even try to have an opinion on that. Maybe she would. Hey, Yorkie. Hey, Riddler. What made law enforcement go after BK for DNA? Of all the White Elantra owners, drivers, why did they zero in on him? Is there other evidence not mentioned? Oh, there's definitely other evidence not mentioned. But remember, in the affidavit, it talks about kind of why they noticed him. And I think that it was little pieces coming together. But ultimately, it is up to the state and the prosecution. Jen, I see what you mean now. Thanks. I don't know how they would resolve that if they had different philosophy on the death penalty. I feel so bad they ought to go through that. I do too. And, I can't blame her. I can't blame her for wanting to keep a certain amount of peace while she still got, you still have 2 other kids to take care of. Forgot about the death penalty. I'm just hoping it's not a mistrial. Oh my gosh, me too. Hopefully, I do think they have a lot more evidence. Hopefully they do.
Now people are calling you and saying, I remember when Ethan did this or that.
Yes, or strangers.
Yeah.
The strangers have been amazing who have come up to us, and it always started the same way. You don't know me, but I have this story to tell you. Yeah.
What does that?
Well, here's the thing. They only have 60 days past the date of his arraignment to decide. Prosecutors decide and tell the judge, we do want to go for it, we don't. And then, like you said, Shay, I'm sure it's up to the judge at the end. But if they do want to go for it, we will find out rather soon, within a month and a week or something.
For you, is it comforting? Is it hard to kind of share your grief with this high profile story and it's public?
We learned our family has always tried to help everybody, and we came upon the Sigma Chi boys the morning after. And in that moment, we realized that not only, that it wasn't just our family healed one way, but everybody needed to heal from this. And we saw it in an instant.
We came across the Sigma Cowboys that morning. I mean, what is she saying there? That they were distraught that morning? I don't know. Let me rewind that actually. I want to hear that again because I didn't catch that the first time.
And in that moment, we realized that not only we came upon we learned our family has always tried to help everybody. And we came upon the Sigma Chi boys the morning after. And in that moment, we realized that not only, that it wasn't just, our family healed one way, but everybody needed to heal.
I think that I remember I know I remember Ethan's siblings' vehicles being there. But yeah, I don't know. That was kind of interesting language. Maybe it's me, but when listening to her speak, as well as the Gonsalves family, it's like they talk in riddles, perhaps where their frustrations lie that they have been told not to speak about. Yes, Brandy, I think that's probably what it is. I can't believe some haters thought this book was inappropriate. This is real life, not a drama channel. It's time to be in it. Oh, I didn't see that. People were saying it was inappropriate. Yes, Shay, his brother was in Sigma Chi, I'm pretty certain.
Heal from this, and we saw it in an instant of seeing all his friends, and it's just gone from there. It's literally
seeing all of his friends grieving that morning. Is that what she means, or am I hearing that wrong? I don't know.
We've been reached across the world, and it just, you can see that everybody needs to heal from it, and it's good.
You have extraordinary strength.
Yeah.
You and your husband seem to have this resolve. You
Hey, Mama Bear.
if people want to talk to you about it, so talk about.
Yes.
It's not the elephant in the room.
Yes.
You want to talk about Ethan.
Yes.
Where does that come from? That strength, dealing with the unimaginable.
We decided that, and it has its moments, right? But we get up every morning. We just decided that the best thing we can do is put our best foot forward. Mostly Fee and Hunter, they deserve it. They didn't deserve this.
I agree with her. I completely agree with her. I cannot believe, because I told you guys before, basically what she said, that they didn't deserve it. All of her, a summary of what she said, but I totally missed that the first time. But I'd be really curious to know when they were alerted that something was wrong, especially since we kind of know that it was going around campus a little bit before families were notified as police were coming. And we know that Ethan's brother and sister were there, on campus. So I wouldn't be surprised if they found out quickly, but I would like to know, and maybe we'll have to wait and find out this in the trial, or maybe we will never know, but I would like to know when they arrived and how they were notified.
And so they deserve still the best life that we
Riddler
can give them. And that is really our strength. It drives us. We literally get up and, have coffee and then say, all right, we're going to go forward.
I was so struck by something you wrote. It was on social media earlier this year. You said, we spend no time being angry. That would be energy not well spent.
Yeah.
And it still wouldn't change the outcome.
Yep.
We have to look ahead.
Yes.
That's your philosophy.
Yes. It doesn't change the outcome. Even looking ahead at the trial coming up in October now, we choose to not, it does not change the outcome of our family, and it's energy that we need to put into healing our kids. And
can you imagine, after losing a kid, and in any way, and even in such a gruesome way like this, you probably wouldn't have much energy left at all. So I can understand how you would want to conserve that as much as possible.
Getting back to a new family dynamic and working on that. And so we let the prosecutors do their job, and we do our job in our family.
Do you think you'll come to attend it?
Nope.
Yeah. Too hard.
It doesn't change the outcome. Yeah. It just is energy that doesn't feel like it's well spent. Yeah. There's other places to put it. So,
Ethan, as we said, was such an extraordinary young man, one of those light up the room type of people.
yep.
What would you want the world
Hey,
to know
Rena.
about him? Now they know his name. What do you want them to know?
Good to see you. Let's see. That's impressive, but I know I would be damn angry. This mom is so brave to be able to do this. She probably not strong enough yet with her grief to be able to sit through that trial. So sad. Well, I mean, there's going to be a lot that comes out in the trial too. Oh, Melissa, that was very sweet. What a compliment. Because she's been, she's handled it with a lot of grace and dignity.
To know about him.
Honestly, I think the world sees it in the photos. I mean, he's become this, just look at him. We're looking at his pictures. He was just the greatest kid. Everybody loved him. He was warm. He was inclusive.
I know,
he was the
Danielle.
kid you wanted to hang out with, anywhere he was. He would play any sport. He'd play any cribbage game. I mean, he just was always game to participate in anything with a big smile and a warm heart.
I love that video of him singing with his buddies, like singing country music and stuff, and him goofing off with Xana. And Xana was so silly and goofy too. Let me just say, though, that Rena, you would be able to do that. No, and Melissa, will you grab her channel, or Shay? Grab Rena's link. I need to put it in the Nightbot. I need to fix my Nightbot on punks on a few different channels. But look what you're doing. You're using your voice to try to help others who are grieving, other addicts. You're always standing up for people when there's addict bashing and stuff happen. You are, so you're doing it in your own way. The PCA contains redacted pages. We don't know their contents. Keep that in mind. Thank you. And not only that, the PCA is a very small, teeny tiny little bit of the full story. I enjoy Kay Braze's input too. Yes, Melissa, exactly. I completely agree. Thank you, Shay. You guys go subscribe to Rena, please. Twice. Seriously. Everyone is so caught up in this case and whether Brian did this or not with the rumors, misinformation. His mother is right. The outcome of this trial is not going to change anything.
He was kind.
Well,
Yeah.
we can see where he gets a lot of those attributes from your family, a wonderful, supportive family. And I just have to show people you have the most beautiful new tattoo on your arm. Can we show it? It's his handwriting. I love you, Mom.
Oh my God, I love that so much.
From McCarty.
Cardi gave.
I would love that. Even I would love that. I'd love a tattoo of that with my kids right now. That's a very cute idea. Whether she attends or not, it's not going to change what they feel. I agree, and it's not going to bring him back. Rena is amazing. I know that tattoo. Oh, your channel is amazing. Yes. Believe me, these 4 angels are watching but are in a much better place. Okay. So now we're going to transition into some other cases. One more that I just want to talk about briefly. Okay, because I have a few I've grabbed that I wanted to show you guys. Talk about. We have this one. This is the dad who served time a decade ago for shaking his baby, now charged in death of second son. We're going to read through that. Jennifer Coffindaffer tweeted a case that has a link. We'll go to that. And then a couple others. But I don't think that we'll do it today. I should devote a whole live to it. But honestly, right now, my days, I've got 2 little kids, no other adults to help me during the day. And in the nighttime, like tonight, I chose to go live at this time because Melissa was live at 8. And there's only limited amount of time. But we need some time to go through these. Adam Montgomery, the dad of Harmony Montgomery. This little girl right here. We've been talking about her for at least a year, maybe 2 years, close to 2. He's on trial right now for guns, for weapons. It's a weapons trial. But see, he's going to trial for Harmony's disappearance in August. And there's Harmony. Can I make that where you can see her better? Anyways, his wife, his ex-wife, well, she's his wife now, but they are in divorce proceedings. She is the one who told on him, who said that he's the one who did this and has given information to help them choose where to search and stuff like that. And she testified against him. I've watched part 1. I haven't seen part 2 yet, but I want to go through that with you guys. But I think we'll have to find a day where we have like a couple of hours at least just for that. Okay, let me change my background back. I don't even know which one I had it on. Okay. I've been waiting to watch this. Yay, Corinne, then we'll watch it together. I'll try to do it tomorrow if we can. I've cried so many tears over Harmony. I know. And she's still out there, you know. And it's just, My husband had my kids write their name on his feet in their handwriting, but in 2020, he lost his left leg. So our son got gone. Aw. I need to get my Zach tattoo. I still can't decide what I want. It needs to be perfect. Maybe you could find something cool that he drew or wrote or something. Don't listen to it, Tiff. We'll listen together. Granny would love to watch it. You want to watch it, Corinne? So maybe tomorrow. I'll try to plan where we can. I'll see if Jen Lou's available too, because she wanted to cover the trial with me. And we will watch part 1 one day and then part 2 the next. Hey, Crafty Chris. Okay. Dad who served time a decade ago for shaking his baby, now charged in the death of second son. Greensboro, North Carolina. A North Carolina father served prison time for shaking his baby, causing permanent injuries. Now, 10 years later, he's accused of murdering his other child. Police arrested 33-year-old Sterling Cummings Monday in connection with the May 2021 death of his son, a 3-month-old named Waylon. He was apparently babysitting while the boy's mother went out to get groceries. When she returned, she says the baby had not been given the bottle she prepared and he was not breathing. Can you imagine? You go to the grocery store and Dad's supposed to watch him and you get back and, oh my God. Oh, thank you, Carol Claus. Thank you. And welcome, Magenta. Thank you, Carol Claus. I know you guys. I don't understand the shaking the baby thing. I just don't understand it. It's infuriating. Thank you again, Carol Claus. Hey, Peppermint Tea. Kayla does look healthy and scared. I agree, Mrs. O. She does. Her body language and her tone and stuff is very interesting. It'll be fun for us to go through. So a neighbor performed CPR while mom called 911. Waylon was rushed to the hospital where doctors said he was suffering from retinal hemorrhaging, bleeding in the eye's retina, and had an abnormal MRI. Police said Cummings provided inconsistent statements about what happened and called the scene suspicious. The baby eventually died from his injuries and his death was ruled a homicide. Cummings is charged with first-degree murder and felony child abuse. It is the second time he's faced a child abuse charge. I'm sorry, but if your man has a history of hurting children, why in the hell? And I'm not blaming mom. I'm not. I feel sorry for you, Mom. I do. Not that you'll ever see this, but if you do, I don't know. I would never leave my kid with somebody who is charged with hurting a kid, especially if they get frustrated and angry when they cry and I've got a newborn. Oh, Web Weaver, thank you for gifting a membership. Thank you. That's so sweet. Appreciate that. It is best to hold, hey David, it is best to hold all of our ideas very tentatively. You don't want to be dogmatic because dogma gets in the way of realizing when you are wrong. Off with his head. Off with his head. What is that from? Alice in Wonderland? My brain isn't working so well. In August 2012, what's his name again? Sterling, I think. Yeah, Sterling. Okay. In August 2012, Sterling was living with his girlfriend and their son, Andy, who was about 3 weeks old. The baby was taken to the hospital after being shaken by Cummings. The incident caused permanent brain damage, leaving the child blind and suffering from cerebral palsy. Andy's mother was also charged but never prosecuted. Tracy and Alan, who adopted Andy, as well as another one of Cummings' children, attended his first court appearance on Tuesday. We tried to tell everybody that he was going to do this again, Tracy said. Cummings pled guilty to felony child abuse, inflicting serious injury in 2013. He was given credit for 20 days in jail and received 60 months of supervised probation. I'm just hoping that under this circumstance that they get this right, said Tracy. I'll never be able to wrap my arms around it, said Ellen. I just know that he is a dangerous individual and needs to be put away. According to court documents, he also has pending charges of assault on a female from a 2022 incident. Oh my God, I wanted to click this hyperlink to where his first appearance had just happened. Hey, Lady V. I know, Corinne. It's some bullshit. It really is. They need to make dads watch educational video also before leaving the hospital. Yes, Rena. That's an excellent point. I remember doing that. Hey, Starlight. Oh, Riddler, you're the best. Thank you. Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. I would never be with someone who hurt a child. Granny, me neither. There is no way. And I damn sure wouldn't leave my kid with him. And you can't tell me that no one knows. Exactly, Corinne. That's exactly what he is. Exactly. Here's where he, Greensboro father charged with murder had history of abuse. It isn't only one of his children he hurt. He made his first court appearance since his arrest on Tuesday. He was emotionless. He sat in his orange jumpsuit. Where the hell did that go? Orange jumpsuit with his hands in his lap and didn't say a word unless the judge addressed him. In the courtroom was the couple who adopted 2 of his children, one of whose life has been changed forever. If he didn't get caught this time, he would do it again, said Tracy, the adopted mother of one of his biological sons. And they said they looked him in the eyes in court. It was a flood of emotion, she said. After all this time, maybe there'll be a little bit of justice. This week, Greensboro police charged him with the May 2021 murder of his 3-month-old son, Waylon Cummings. Neighbors there remember the cars lining the streets 2 years ago. The couple who adopted Cummings' first son, who he was convicted of abusing, never trusted the father. Law enforcement officials say the boy, who was 3.5 weeks old at the time, was shaken and he's blind with cerebral palsy. The adopted father said, I'll never be able to wrap my arms around it. I just know that he's a dangerous individual and needs to be put away. So, Tracy said, you will answer to a higher power when your day comes, and I hope you rot. Oh, my God. I just don't, I don't understand the shaken baby thing. That is freaking infuriating. All right, now let's check out this case. Let's see. Hey, MK. Good to see you. How many chances do they get? I know. Well, like Jesse McFadden. I mean, just gross. I'm not sure any people who commit crimes like this can ever change. I don't know why, they try to rehabilitate them. Okay, so son of Red Hawks Hall of Famer. Son of Red Sox Hall of Famer found dead in apparent. Lord, I can't read today. I'm sorry, you guys. An apparent murder-suicide 4 years after child's mother went missing. George Scott III and 8-year-old Dante Hazard were found dead at their home on Friday morning. Investigators with the Bristol County DA's office had searched the home in connection with Lisa Howard's disappearance over 2 weeks ago. So they came and searched the home over her disappearance, and then this happens. Let's watch this video.
Appear to be serious injuries to the boy's body.
Investigators say either killed his son, then killed himself. The bodies found at their home in New Bedford Friday morning.
He was playful. He would, run around the property and throw the ball around with his dad and stuff. Can't even believe it.
The father is George Scott III. The district attorney says he was a person of interest in the 2019 disappearance of the child's mother, Lisa Hazard. She was last seen in the home where she was visiting her son. Hasn't been heard from since.
She was a great friend. She's devoted to her son and just was bubbly and full of life.
So mom goes missing 2 years ago. 2 weeks ago, cops go to search the house of her husband, and then he takes his own life and their child's life.
Michelle Valais was Lisa's close friend.
He doesn't look guilty.
The little boy, and says she now believes Scott had something to do with Lisa's parents.
I definitely am thinking that he did something to her, because even when she first went missing, I didn't think that she would just up and leave her son like that and not even try to contact her family.
Investigators had just executed a search warrant at the Phillip home 2.5 weeks ago.
Hey, Adrian.
Put them there 4 years after Lisa was last seen is unknown. We also don't know what, if anything, was found in the search.
Hey,
Now,
Roxanne.
Mr. Scott
Hello,
and the couple's son are dead in what investigators say was a murder-suicide.
Evidence has been recovered from the scene that involves several knives. Appear to be serious injuries to the boy's body.
Scott is the son of Boston Red Sox.
Several knives, and there
George
appear to
Boomer
be
Scott.
serious injuries to the boy's body. I mean, okay, but look here. Here's a murder-suicide, okay, like out in Oklahoma. And you can see that there's lots of police there. They've got it, police line, do not cross. I mean, they did a search. They found what was in the home. I just wanted to point that out. Okay, let me read this to you guys. So a man and his 8-year-old son were found dead in Massachusetts home in what officials are calling an apparent murder-suicide 4 years after the child's mother went missing under mysterious circumstances. So Dante was 4 when mom goes missing. Dad is George Scott III, and his son Dante were found dead at their New Bedford home after police executed a well-being check for the pair on Friday morning. It appears from the evidence recovered at the scene to be a murder-suicide. Mr. Scott appears to have killed the boy with a sharp object before taking his own life. We are awaiting the medical examiner's confirmation of these and other details. A motive for the murder-suicide was not clear as of Saturday. Scott was the son of a Red Sox Hall of Famer, George Boomer Scott. Dante was Scott's son with Lisa Hazard, who disappeared in 2019 at the age of 28. Hazard was last seen leaving Scott's home on March 3rd, 2019 to go to drug rehabilitation center. She was never seen after that. Scott was a person of interest in her disappearance, and detectives executed a court-issued search warrant at his home over 2 weeks ago. Those search warrants have been sealed by the court as part of the ongoing investigation into Miss Hazard's disappearance. So there's still, look, the investigation into her disappearance is still ongoing. They're going to continue to investigate, even though they think he might be guilty. See how that is? I mean, I'm sorry. It's annoying with the Jesse McFadden stuff, the way that case was treated by police. And I'm not going to shut up about it. I'm not going to shut up about any of this stuff. Hey, Jaded. Oh, bye, Riddler. Have a good night. We're going soon. I'm going to let you guys go by 8 or so. Does anyone think it would be an interesting video to go over different countries and what punishments they have? Yeah, I think that'd be super interesting. Even if other people, like Ted Bundy, I really want to do a couple streams where we just talk about Bundy, like maybe one with all of his first out west, and then one with the sorority house, and then a final one with the little girl in the court process, which is a video in itself, him escaping and all the things that happen. I just think that'd be fun. So if you guys are interested, let me know. You're in Massachusetts. When did this happen? Just a couple of days ago. Let me see. Over the weekend. Friday morning they were found. Think I'm gonna go eat some Mexican food tomorrow. Everybody talking about tacos. Got you on a taco. We missed you, MK. Happy birthday, Jaded. 39 and looking gorgeous. Sounds interesting, Alex. Well, yay, we'll do it. We'll do. Oh, Nay, I love you. We'll do the Ted Bundy live, the Harmony Montgomery stepmom live, and then we can do a hangout where we just look at different punishments. I'm down for that. Okay. Now, let me go to our next one I wanted to show you guys. I think there was a reason that I wanted to share her tweet, Jennifer Coffindeffer, rather than just the case, and I don't know why. Maybe I'm crazy as I wait for it to load. Life begins at 40. Really, Corey? I nerd out on Bundy. No way, Shay. See, I think he's so interesting. And I mean, there's that documentary that lady that he was dating dating Ted Bundy. There's the movie with Zac Efron. There's a lot of good stuff on him out there. BK has the same eyes as Bundy. He does. I feel he looks a little similar to him. 39 is like 19. Well, I'm about to be 34. And I've hated. I'm like, damn, I'm actually really like grown up now. I don't feel like it. Okay, she says, I first heard about this story from my little son. It's a story that rocked their friend group. What is going on with our youth? What is going on in St. Johns County, Florida? First, the stabbing of Tristan Bailey, and now this. I am heartsick that this poor girl lies paralyzed after her ex-boyfriend stabbed her and her mom in public. Thank you to the heroes who likely saved their lives. Were there no signs? My belief is it will come out that there were plenty of warning signs, threats, posts, and snaps that everyone ignored. So, warrant. Girl stabbed 15 times in Ponte Verde restaurant before suspects sliced his throat. In front of a late Saturday afternoon crowd at a Ponte Verde beach sports bar and restaurant, witnesses said a 17-year-old girl, beautiful girl, was stabbed more than a dozen times along with her mother and another patron before the suspect began steadily cutting his own throat, according to the newly released arrest warrant by the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. I mean, what? The sheriff's office said the warrant for 2 counts of attempted premeditated first-degree murder and 1 for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon was served to the hospitalized 18-year-old Spencer Pearson. So he survived. The family identified the daughter and mother as Madison Schmitz and Jacqueline Jackie Rogue. Madison had broken up with Pearson a couple of months ago. The warrant states Pearson in April began to follow and harass her. On Saturday, she and her mother met some friends at Mr. Chubby's Wings and saw Pearson seated at another table. That's freaking scary. Let me check on you guys before we keep going. I know relevant truth. It definitely has. Hey, Tiffany Guzman. Let's just say I'm like fine wine. Night Web Weaver. I missed you, Delana. JD, hey, good to see you. JD says when they say take care of them while they're young, they mean your knees and hips. Oh, thank you, Corinne. That's sweet. I appreciate that. That's all right, Pointer Lover. My internet, you can be my internet mama, but and friend. Okay. This is scary. This scares me. People are so unstable. You don't know. and it like, think about it. I see stuff like this and I think about people I may know who might be a little too close to me or might know people I know. And, you work, I don't know. It's scary. Just scary. Okay, so they started to leave the restaurant and avoid him, but within 20 seconds, Pearson was seen charging towards them as they walked towards their vehicle, according to the arrest document. One of the victims told investigators the attacker held the girl with one arm and stabbed her about 15 times. Her mother attempted to stop him and was stabbed in the forearm and leg. That's when the bystander jumped in to get him off the girl. The bystander also endured stab wounds. After being dislodged, the defendant sliced his own throat several times, telling witnesses he was attempting to kill himself. The warrant states all 4 were hospitalized. Now here is Madison and her mom, Jackie. Look how they're beautiful. It's very sad. Those types of things scare me the most, the things that can happen to anyone at any time. I know, because how do you prepare for it? I mean, they're literally going out to a restaurant and they see ex-boyfriend, they try to leave. I mean, no, you're not, MK, really? I'm 34. Oh, that's right, K-Braze, isn't your birthday? Yes, like right around mine. I forgot. Yeah, I don't leave my house. Just kidding, kind of. But I've been making a beautiful sanctuary in my backyard because the public scares me at this point. Corinne, that's how I am. I don't like to, I'll leave to go to the store if I need something or the post office or whatever. But I like to hang out here. My kids are here. My parents are here. We're all good. But yeah, I mean, you never know. Love and blessings to you, Tiffany. Okay, let me keep reading. This is really sad, though. Very beautiful girl, and probably major PTSD after all of this. So who are Madison Shemitz, Jackie Rogue, and Spencer Pearson? Times Union archives include a photo of Pearson playing defensive end for the high school football team, which his Facebook also shows for some of his games. His last activity was updating his profile photo on December 24th with a picture of him and Madison. His father has several happy photos of the family of 6 posted on his social media. A GoFundMe for Madison's mom and her family says Madison is a rising senior at Ponte Verde High School and a softball player, which her Facebook photo also shows. Both of their Facebooks show the 2 of them together as a couple as late as Christmas Eve 2022. Tatiana Cruseda, Shemitz's older sister who lives in New York, told First Coast News that although she couldn't feel her legs due to spinal wounds, the family is confident she will recover. She can't feel her legs due to spinal wounds. Madison's the sweetest person you'll ever meet. She's always smiling, always. So as soon as I answer the phone, we all call her Sass. That's her nickname. So I said, "How you doing, Sass? How you feeling?" And she goes, "Oh, just dandy." She was cracking jokes and trying to be strong. It's 23rd, 1989. One day before me, K-Braze. Oh, baby D, happy late birthday. Amber's in 2 days. Jen, y'all are babies in here. Turned 59 this year. 59 and find me, Ma. 37, Shay. $61 this year. No, Alex. Well, I don't know. I'm like, are you using somebody else's picture? People do that. People do weird stuff on here. Hey, crazy mama. You guys are too funny. Hey, Purple. Good to see you. You guys are the bomb. Okay. I was trying to get, I hate missing comments, but I'm going to unfortunately miss a couple. 52 in 9 days, 46, 55. Awesome people of all ages in here. Happy late birthday, Corky. Oh, Selma, I'm almost 70, but y'all keep me young. That's awesome, Selma. I'm glad you guys are here. Okay. I love you guys, Shay. All right. There she is with her mom, Madison and Jackie. Just a baby. She said she doesn't know the details, but was aware of some issues between her sister and Pearson after ending their relationship. He was threatening her safety. She said, my mother was looking to get a restraining order against him, so this was definitely premeditated. This was definitely something he had planned. First Coast News reported that Rogue did file a complaint against Pearson a week prior and told detectives he had been struggling with his mental health and making suicidal statements. She said she informed his mother, who advised she would handle it. Crusada said her mother also suffered some cuts to the face and thigh, but is recovering. A GoFundMe update states, I'm about to go into my surgery. My muscles were severed from the bone in my hand. Madison has 2 chest tubes and a spinal cord injury, but she's a fighter. Just please continue praying for her. We're going to look at the GoFundMe in a minute. But who were the Good Samaritans? Kennedy Armstrong told Times Union he had arrived at Mr. Chubby's Wings and heard people yelling in the parking lot. He saw a man stabbing 2 women, so went into action. He said it was all a blur, but he just wanted to get the man off of them. He didn't know until it was all breaking up that he'd been hurt when he saw his pants covered in blood. His right hand was cut severely, damaging an artery and several ligaments. Jimmy Stepco told WJXT-TV he had joined Armstrong at the restaurant to grab a bite to eat after work when it happened in the parking lot. He said his friend is the hero in this whole thing. He tackled the gentleman off and caught a slash on his hand. If it wasn't for these guys, both of those ladies could have ended up dead. If it wasn't for the 2 people who stopped them. Or, these guys that we're talking about. Shout out to him big time. You see 2 girls in trouble getting attacked by a guy. I would hope most people would do the same. Kudos to Mom. I think she's the real reason that girl is still alive. And then Mom released this statement. I would please ask for privacy at this time, but ask everyone to pray for my daughter. She is the strongest, most amazing person I know. We owe huge gratitude to that young man, Kennedy, for saving Madison's life, and to the incredible trauma team, neurosurgeons, and hospital at Memorial Hospital. I mean, thank God they're alive. Thank God for these Good Samaritans. This is like, we hear about these cases all the time, right? We just do. Let me see if I can get the GoFundMe. Hey, Summer. Oh, you were born on Easter preschool, Granny. That's pretty cool. On Thanksgiving. Oh, dated. Thank you. I love you guys. I have a good BS meter and Alex is real. Well, at this point in my life, with everything I've been through and I have no time for nothing else. I literally do not. I have no time for the BS. Now, don't get me wrong. If you get me mad enough, I'll tell you where to go and how to get there fast. But also, I'm just trying to hang out with you guys, talk about these cases, take care of my kids, hang out with my family, and that's it. I could, but yeah, I love and appreciate you guys. Are Virgos and Gemini a good match? I don't know Purple, but I'll tell you what, I'm a Virgo and I have a lot of Geminis in my life. I've always, relationships, friendships, my mom, I've always kind of magnetized to Geminis. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are the best. You're the best, baby D. How many Geminis are in here? What are you guys? Can you put what you are in here? Life is way too short for the drama. I unfortunately had to learn that the hard way. I know, Rena. I'm so sorry. You're a Virgo, Eddie. You're a Virgo. Ooh. Oh, you're a Gemini, baby D. Nay is a Scorpio. Oh, that's funny. Oh, wait. Okay, I got to see what all you guys are. I'm very curious to know. Corinne's Virgo. Pointer Lover Pisces. Summer Sagittarius. Jen Sagittarius, Teresa Scorpio. That's okay, Jaded. We're about to read this GoFundMe, but I need to know who I'm dealing with here. No, I'm just kidding. June 15th here. My mom is a Gemini too, 53 Virgo. Me too, boo. Virgo. Smart ass Aries, Virgo. There's a lot of Virgos in here. Aquarius. Aw, I'm a Gemini, and my daughter is a Virgo, as are many friends, but relationships, no. So you're just like my mom and me, Virgo and Gemini. Libra. Oh, Shay Benet. Thank you. Hey, B Crumbs. Gemini. Capricorn. Jamie's Capricorn. Aquarius. Drama triggers me. Ooh, Corky, now you're getting into all the good stuff. Taurus Sun, Libra Rising, Aquarius Moon. June 1st, Libra, Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, Gemini, Asshole, and Angel. Shay, you're very sweet. Authentic and compassionate and beautiful. Oh, thank you. That's sweet. You guys are too good to me. Let's see. You're a Leo, Rena? Wow. Aquarius, Punksy, Aquarius, Meemaw. What am I? I think I'm on the border. You are. You're on the cusp. The cusp of Leo. Hey, Ava, you're a Pisces, Aries. Yeah, who we dealing with? Rainbow Mom, August 28th. Virgo, Scorpio, Leo. You guys are awesome. Your birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday, sweet Melissa. Ooh, you're a Libra, Tiff. Candace is Aquarius. Oh, that's why you love me. Must be. Must be. No, I love you because you're awesome, but oh, thank you, Corinne. Aries, Sagittarius. Okay, let's look at this GoFundMe real fast. I can't remember. I don't know why my brain isn't working. Which one is the... Oh, is that a Scorpio? Scorpion? I don't know. I'm a fish. So is that a Pisces, right? I haven't seen any Cancer signs either, angels. All right. Help for Madison Shemitz and family. Wow. Gosh, there's a lot of them, huh? Look how beautiful she is, though. Okay. Ponte Verde Beach moms are forming a group to help Madison Shemitz, who was brutally attacked outside Mr. Chubby's on Saturday, June 3rd, with her mom, Jackie. Madison is a rising senior and star softball player. She has 5 siblings, so all those in the picture, her siblings. I'm going to share the link with you guys, too. They're all in the hospital. They need medical expenses, unforeseen expenses, wage supplement, all of those things. Here's an update from yesterday. It says, update shared with the permission of Jackie. I am about to go into surgery. Oh, we read this. My muscles were severed from the bone on my hand. Madison has 2 chest tubes and a spinal cord injury, but she's a fighter. Please just continue praying for her. Holy whoa, $1,000. This donation was made on the somebody friends of Aaron here. They've raised $94,000. Holy whoa. Wow. This story must be out there a little more than what I knew. Here's the link. Okay, it's 7:51. I do have one more I want to show you. I'll show you really quick because I'm trying to go at 8. Shay and Melissa have a live on Idaho. I don't want to miss. You guys probably don't want to miss because like what Melissa showed yesterday, I hadn't seen that. It was from Evil CJ's channel though, which I like him, but you know, I hadn't seen it yet. And I want to see what they got for us today. But I thought this was kind of interesting. Okay. Woman who threw her 2 children off the Selwood Bridge in 2009 dies at Coffee Creek, which is a correctional facility. Portland, Oregon. The woman who pled guilty to throwing her children off the Selwood Bridge in 2009 has died in Wilsonville Prison. The Oregon Department of Corrections says that Amanda Stott Smith died this morning. She pled guilty to 1 count of aggravated murder, attempted aggravated murder, and she threw her 2 children off the Selwood Bridge. 4-year-old Eldon Smith died in the fall from a 75-foot fall. Trinity, 7 at the time, survived the fall and was rescued after 2 people heard her screams. Oh my God. In April of 2010, Stott Smith was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 35 years. At her sentencing, Stott Smith apologized, saying, "I would like to say to all those here today, and especially my children, I'm deeply sorry." Cheryl Robb and Dave Hagg were the couple who pulled Trinity and Eldon out of the river. They heard Trinity's screams for help and went out in their boat. All in custody deaths are investigated by Oregon State Police. So it'll be interesting to see how she passed. You know, people in prison don't typically care for people who hurt babies. I cannot believe that one of them survived. That's crazy. That is so awesome. But all right, you guys. You remember when it happened? I thought of you when I saw the Oregon thing. I'm from Oregon, so close to home. Inmates don't like, yep, you're right. I'm making butter chicken for my family. Here, let me drop Nay's link. And then also one more time before I go, if you guys missed the beginning, one of my viewers has a small business that I want to help support. Now, she sent me this, full disclosure. She sent it as a gift. But when she did, she told me that I did not have to show it. That's not why she was sending it. I want to show you guys. So, okay. Let me get back on camera. Okay, so she creates sports memory books. So they're basically like a scrapbook that's already put together that you don't have to do. They do come with these little stickers for the edges, I guess, to make them more durable. So let me show you. I feel like I'm reading to class. They have all these different ones: soccer, cheerleading, baseball, volleyball, basketball, all the things. Football is what I got because Trenton loves football. But yeah, so it's already, you just put the photos in. Football star, one says, "My teammates, players win games," and you name out the teammates. Excuse me. Favorite football move. I loved this one. I showed them a minute ago. It says, "Not everyone can be a football star. Someone has to sit on the sidelines and scream my name." I'm thinking of all the cute little pictures I can take and put here. Which also these days, what do I do? Because last time I ordered pictures like this, I did it through an app. Like, where do you guys get pictures made if you need pictures like this? Heartbeat of a football addict. Anyways, there are lots of really cute pages in here. Play hard, get dirty, have fun. Game 4, it says opponent, positions played. So yeah, it's really cool. I wanted to show you guys. You can go to mysportsmemorybooks.com and check them out. I'm going to have fun with Trenton putting this together. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, he starts high school this year. Cannot believe it. Time just goes by way too fast. Guys, thanks for being here. Let me see what you guys are doing. What are you guys doing this evening? People jump off bridges a lot in our area. It's called Bridge City because we have so many. Many times people do survive. Oh, wow. It is. Good night, Corey. Well, I will see you guys over on Melissa's if you guys are going over there. She has Shay coming up. Yeah, I thought it was really cute too. And like I said earlier, I would take the time, I've done it before, to put together scrapbooks and stuff, but I feel like much more likely to do it if it's already like this, and then I can just work on getting the right pictures for it and that kind of stuff. See, oh my God, I'm lazy. I need that. Oh, thank you, Carol freaking Claus. Thank you, Jaded. You guys are sweet. I'm in love with it. I'll be ordering soon. Well, you've been a football mom 10 years. You print them myself or Walgreens. I could go to Walgreens. That's a good idea. Just off the phone. Thank you, Summer. All right, you guys. I'm going to let you go. Hey, Outdoor Matt. I love you, Delana. There's so much to do. I'm sorry, Corky. Well, put on some YouTube and listen while you do it. That's what I'm going to do. I want to go live on Real Talk with Alex soon. I've got a few things I want to talk about. So, yeah, if you're not subscribed over there, go check it out. Otherwise, here's the link to Melissa's. Her and Shay are going to start in just a couple minutes. So I hope to see you guys over there. Planning my next family getaway. That sounds pretty awesome. Setting on the porch. Oh, thank you, Crate and Butterfly, for the company. I love and appreciate you guys. I really do. It means the world to me that you'll sit here for an hour and whatever, or however long, and hang out with me and just listen to me sit here and ramble with all the craziness and chaos going on in this world. They feel really nice, Mystic. They do. They're not like thin pages. They're pretty thick. So, all right, you guys, that inner coming out. Try to like really curb some of that country twang a little bit, but it's a little bit difficult sometimes. All right, you guys have a good night. I will see you soon. And yeah, I love and appreciate you guys. And thank you to the mods as well. And talk to you tomorrow. Bye.